the charade. When it comes to living in with the terms of this reality. And what I mean by that, there is a term that is being used a lot called trauma, or the root of it is associated with wound, or could be wounded, complete the ED. Trauma impacts one's worldview, culture background, family background, and individual experiences. I liken to culture as the totality of a people's thought and practice. I've heard that before. I like that. The totality, the happiness or the well-being, because happiness is the joy that you feel when you are in pursuit of your potential. I think that was shared by Brother Imam Muhammad. I think Dr. Seymour talked about culture. Culture is dynamic. It always changes. She said you have to, she's an educator, she said you have to take a very serious look at culture when it becomes destructive. When you think of culture, next you think of institutions. When you think of institutions, you think of principles. When you think of principles, you think of trends. Character resolve. Character is the outgrowth of one's humanity. The issue is character resolve. It is said that one's come from affinity, but only here for a moment, and in that moment in time, that becomes each and every one of our reality. From a minute from now, we'll be at another minute. An hour from now, we'll be at another hour. To be like, or in the likeness of. Heard that story before. Something that is similar in appearance. It resembles something that you possibly could have maybe seen before or maybe experienced before. It resembles something. Trauma. As a result, you're going to have some trauma. But how do we move beyond the trauma? What about the hurt, the incision, the pain, the injury? I realized that people are responding due to the extent and the damage and the injury that has been done to his or her humanity. How do we transcend that hurt, that pain? Because we come from biologically from a mother, and is considered to be a womb. But this appearance, this false expression or representation of being in the likeness of what people call a God. That concept within itself. It is a charade, man. It's a charade. A charade is when one is intended, his intentions is to pretend to create a respectable appearance. So it becomes almost like he or she themselves become the judge and becomes the jury, and they have created this fortress now, huh? This fortress, and in this fortress of this charade, when you look beyond the facade, when we tend to give the appearance or the intentions to pretend to create a respectable appearance of ourselves, it seems as though that we become amused by it. My goodness, if we can't see it now when it comes to entertainment, it's almost like an amusement. It's like a charade. It's an act. Man, treachery is on the rise. So yeah, that's traumatizing. And we are the re-traumatization, reinforcing the re-traumatization. And when it comes to culture, because culture becomes destructive. When it becomes institutions, who reinforces it. And when it comes to the principles that it stand on, and it becomes the trends. So yeah. Drama. 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 And here is next our featured presentation. Until next time, talk to you.